Stewarding Our Shared Planet. One Community Weekly Progress Update, number 675.
One Community is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. We are creating open source and free shared blueprints and resources, tools and tutorials, and do-it-yourself instructions for highest good living. Creating solution models that create additional solution creating models in the service of all life on this planet. This includes highest good approaches to food, energy, housing, education, for-profit and nonprofit business creation, society, and true earth stewardship.
Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to another episode of One Community's Weekly Progress Update. Today is the February 23rd episode, and what I'd like to talk about is stewarding our shared planet, our one shared planet. And everything you see happening in the background of this video are examples of what One Community is creating: open source tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions for replicable, sustainable infrastructure for stewarding our shared planet. And the reason I want to talk about stewarding our shared planet is because whether we're doing it well or we're doing it poorly, which is what we're doing right now, we are stewarding our shared planet right now. And if you're somebody that's watched even one other episode, I'm guessing you are already aware that humanity is screwing up pretty big. I mean, we are, by definition, living unsustainably. What we are doing right now cannot continue. We are living on a planet with finite resources as if they are infinite, and in the process, creating what you as a watcher are probably already aware of. So I'm not going to go into that. What I want to talk about is how do we turn this train around? How do we make it different? How do we create a sustainable civilization? A civilization that by definition can sustain itself into the distant future. How do we address the greatest challenges of our generation and generations to come? And the answer to that, we feel, is through open source, radically sustainable infrastructure capable of creating teacher demonstration communities, villages, cities, and hubs around the world working together in a cooperative and collaborative manner to create even more open source and do-it-yourself replicable infrastructure that can build housing, food infrastructure, energy infrastructure, create the social architecture, leverage the different models for economics, and forward the open source education initiatives that we've created as well, so that people can choose whatever it is that they want to implement however they want in whatever area they are, and to have a solution that will work for you wherever you are in the world. And so this is what One Community is all about. Everything you see happening in the background of this video are the open source plans that we're creating to achieve that foundational goal of creating a basic set of food, energy, housing, social infrastructure, education, economics. I talk about this in every video. So there's the physical foundations of sustainability: food, energy, and housing. Everybody's familiar with that. And there's the emotional foundations of sustainability. And we're creating open source plans for those as well. The emotional foundations of sustainability, which people are less familiar with, and what we've identified as the most important components of these emotional foundations of sustainability, are what we like to call highest good approaches to fulfilled living, education, economics, and stewardship. And so we're taking these physical foundations and these emotional foundations, we're creating open source plans to create teacher demonstration hubs that will implement and demonstrate all of these as an improved way of living that most people would consider to be objectively better than how they're living right now. And we want to make it as easy as possible, because we know that if we can make it easy enough, affordable enough, and attractive enough, the idea will spread its own. And a viral, self-replicating movement is what's needed to reach that tipping point of participation, such that we can say that we have positively and permanently shifted humanity's trajectory to one that is finally sustainable, and to create a sustainable civilization. So that doesn't mean that 100% of people are participating. It doesn't even mean that 50% of people are participating. It just means that a high enough percentage, and it is less than 50%, are participating, such that anybody who wants to live this way has access to it, and such that we have reached that tipping point, that critical mass, so that we are positively impacting all life on this planet, because we could say that we have achieved a sustainable civilization and built the foundation necessary to eventually shift everyone to a sustainable way of living. And so, because it is just objectively better, because they want to, but not forcing that on anybody, because it's all open source and free shared, so that people can take what it is that we're doing, they can apply it however they want, they can create different versions if they want, but our version is about radical sustainability and combining these physical foundations with these emotional foundations to create a way of living that is better than the way that people are living right now. And so it's based on that old adage, the idea of, you don't give a person a fish, teach a person to fish. We are taking that to the next level. We're not giving a person a fish. We're not even teaching people to fish. We are teaching teachers how to teach fishing. And as we do that, we're creating these teacher demonstration hubs and a global cooperative, a global collaborative of organizations working together to put out more and more open source tools, tutorials, resources, and do-it-yourself instructions covering both of these different areas in a diversity of different ways, a diversity that is as diverse as humanity is, as human ingenuity is, and to meet the diverse needs of the global population, so that there's something that is applicable for everyone, everywhere. This is what One Community is doing. This is how we see stewarding our shared planet unfolding in a way that can create a sustainable civilization that will benefit all of us, all people and all life on this planet. And so, to accomplish this, we're bringing together people with shared values and interests to create One Community as the prototype organization, to be able to demonstrate what this is, to be able to host hundreds of thousands of people eventually and every year to come and experience what One Community is, to visit One Community, to be able to stay on the property, to live in these different homes, to eat the food, to be able to experience the social architecture, and to see that everything that they experience is open source and free shared, so that it could be replicated by them or anyone in the world for the benefit of anybody that's interested in living this way as well. And so this is our idea for basically open sourcing radically sustainable lifestyle design. And it's built on the idea that once implemented, it will be more affordable. It will provide more time for people to do the things that they want to do, and more things for people to do with that time, all within walking distance, all for free, because it's built on the idea of collaboration instead of competition, contributionism instead of capitalism, the idea of working together to create the most amazing living environment we can imagine, and sharing that with other people. And the more we share it, the more we open source it, the more we free share what it is that we're doing and invite people to participate, the more successful it is. And we are open sourcing not just the whole idea of how to steward our environment, but we're open sourcing the open source process itself. And so this is what we've done. This is what we've already done. We've already created the website that has the infrastructure so that we can continue to share other organizations that are using our open source plans and creating different versions of what it is that we're doing. Once we launch everything, we're putting out there anybody that's willing to open source their content at the same level that we are, and we're sharing those templates and everything so that they can do that easily. We'll be able to share their open source content and their projects and promote that as well. We've created a software to be able to manage it all, to be able to manage all the different aspects. So our current software version that we're using right now is so that we can manage an all-volunteer team up to 300, 400, 500 people. Currently we're around 120 people. We could, so that we can manage 300 or even 500 people in a virtual environment. We already have that software is already complete. We're continuing to just debug it, but we've been using it for a couple of years now. We've also created software for managing the complete infrastructure process, so stewarding our shared planet from a construction perspective. And so we've created, that's phase 2 of the software. Phase 3 of the software, and the phase 2 is also being debugged right now. It is, I would say, 90% done. Phase 3 of the software is about managing the social architecture and recreational aspects of One Community. And that component of the software is also probably about 70% done. Phase 4 of the software is about managing the open source education program, which I talked about, based on the most revolutionary education programs in the world, combining all those, Orff, Reggio, Montessori, Waldorf, and several others, 9 Intelligences, and a couple others as well, to be able to create the most revolutionary and learning and kid-centric education program, instead of just memorization, but how to learn, not what to learn, not just what to learn, but how to learn and accelerate learning. All these things put together, and now we've created a software to be able to manage that as well, and that's probably about 40% done, and we're working on the governance aspect and several other aspects as well. So we're creating all this as pathways to stewarding our shared planet and as foundations for stewarding our shared planet in a way that is sustainable. So this is what One Community is up to. This is how we are stewarding our shared planet. I'm almost up to 10 minutes here in my little chat, so I'm going to wrap it up and just say, if you're into this kind of thing and you'd like to help us, visit our helping page and see how to do that. If you'd like to donate, obviously that is very much appreciated. We're a 100% volunteer organization. We're a nonprofit organization. We're a non-governmental organization. I am also a volunteer. We are doing this because we want to see a sustainable world. We know a sustainable world is possible because we want to live this way and we want to share living this way with anybody else that's interested as well. If you'd like to subscribe, of course, is the easiest way to support us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can subscribe to our newsletter, which we'll share with you. Each week we share a link to this video as well as a link to our written blog, which if you'd like to see exactly what our all-volunteer team has created within the last week, visit our written blog. If you'd like to see all of our open source content, visit our website, of course, and we are on all the different social media networks as well. So if you'd like to visit us on social media or help us share our information, that is a wonderful way to support us as well. We are trailblazing a path to global sustainability, but we can't do that without your help. So thank you for watching. Thank you for helping us share. Thank you for just liking this video. If that's all you're doing, even that makes a difference. We really, really appreciate it. And stick around and watch the end if you'd like to see bullet points about the major components of our project and if you would like to support our algorithm. So with that said, thank you. This is how we're stewarding our shared planet, our one shared planet. Our one shared planet. There is no planet B. And until next week, we will, of course, keep on, keep it on. Thank you.
The One Community approach to highest good housing is eco-artistic home building that is affordable, sustainable, do-it-yourself duplicable, resource and space efficient, and consists of 7 different sustainably constructed village models. One Community is also creating an open-source duplicable city center. It is designed to be LEED Platinum certified, provide 12 guest rooms, dining for over 150 people, and laundry and recreation space for over 300 people, all while saving money, time, space, and resources. One Community's approach to highest good food is duplicable almost anywhere, scalable for different needs, more biodiverse and nutritious, part of forwarding a global open-source botanical garden collaborative, and includes 9 different free, shared, and duplicable growing environments. One Community's approach to highest good education is designed for all age groups, adaptable to any schooling environment, inspiring and fun for all participants, includes national standards, all subjects, lesson plans, teaching strategies, learning strategies and tools, classroom design, and more. The One Community approach to highest good society is globally focused, individually enriching, cooperative and collaborative, includes a highest good network and application, 4 different economic models, and combines fulfilled living and true earth stewardship for the benefit of all people and all life on this planet.